Network. My name is Ann Richmond, and I am here with my dear friend Tom from ThamesandKosmos, and we are going to get you in to Imhotep the Duel.
I'm so excited. If you've played the base game, it's not a prerequisite, but if you've played it, this is going to seem really easy to pick up.
Okay.
Because it has some of the same ideas behind it, but the mechanics are totally different. You're building your own monuments instead of communal monuments in this case. So your own pyramids and your own obelisks, and instead of fighting over the one location, you're fighting over the harbor.
And in this game, you are taking on the guys of Nefertiti and Akhenaten.
Correct.
Okay, in the original game, you're building a communal monument. So what are we building here?
So in this case, each player has their own double-sided sight boards that are the obelisk, temple, pyramid, and tomb. And each of these have different scoring opportunities. For instance, the obelisk, you get 1 point for each obelisk tile that you're able to acquire, and the person who has the highest one gets a bonus 6 points. And that's on the A side. So acquiring multiples of those is good. The temple, however, you score points based on the sun dials, or however you want to call them. This one's worth 2, this one's worth 1.
Gotcha.
So not necessarily more, but the correct ones are better on that in that case. So each of these have different scoring options.
Tell us about what a turn looks like.
Great. So on your turn, you have one of 3 actions. One of those actions is you take one of your meeples and you put it out on the grid.
Okay.
Any empty space on this 3x3 grid. That's one action.
Okay.
The other action is, as long as there are at least 2 meeples in a row or column, you can unload the boat. Unloading the boat means you get the appropriate tiles, and you get to add them to your display here. Or the third action is using, if you've acquired a blue tile, these are special actions that give you bonuses. It's not a bonus action. It still takes the place of your action, but it gives you a better turn.
Do we play until all the resources are gone? I mean, how do we know when it's time to tally?
You'll notice here each of these boats has 3 tiles on them.
Okay.
And we're fighting over those tiles. And when a boat gets unloaded, even if we don't unload all of them for ourselves, the extra ones go off to the side out of the game, and then the boat gets refilled with the surplus over here.
Okay.
Once this runs out, we'll keep playing until there's only one boat that has any tiles left on it. Once that is the case, the game ends.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't use the last boat.
What ages do you feel like this plays well with?
I would say 10 and up.
10 and up?
It's actually really simple. It plays in about 20 minutes. But the great thing about it is, once you've learned the game and you've gone through like 1 or 2 rounds, you see the light kind of go off. You're like, oh, I should do that, or I shouldn't have done that. And it's very good. It's got some meat to it.
And it seems like with a playtime like that, it's easy to then just do another round.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it's just the gift that keeps on giving. The other thing that I want to know is, when are we going to see this in our FLGS?
August 1st. So you'll notice that's also the first day of Gen Con. It's also going to be available at your local stores. Great.
We'll be able to pick this up either first day of Gen Con from you.
From me personally.
Or if you're celebrating Gen Can't, which, more power to you.
Yeah.
You can pick it up in your friendly local game store.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Tom, thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about Imhotep the Duel. Thanks for watching Active Player Network, and we will see you next time.